Okay, one of the most requested things for us on YouTube is to show all of our sets of cups. And so there's some stories behind a lot of these. So I decided, since we have a lot of them out, getting ready to pack for Orlando, I take the opportunity to show you what we have and some of the history behind them. If you go all the way back to the beginning of our YouTube channel when Michael was only 2 years old, and John wasn't even born yet. These were this was the first set, glow-in-the-dark greens, bought from Target in the glow-in-the-dark pack with the mat and the timer. And shortly after, we got a second set so that Michael and I could both stack at the same time, and we got glow-in-the-dark blues. So these were the first two sets we got. Over the years, some of these have broken, and we also have a second full set of glow-in-the-dark greens. After a little while, we wanted to try out some three-colored cycles and other freestyles, so we got a set of SO black checkered cups from, I believe, Toys R Us. And so if you look at early videos, you'll see these three sets in a lot of them. And then Michael turned 3, and we got these two sets. This is a retail CP Blues. Michael set his first ever world record with these in Quincy, Illinois, when he had just turned 4, and set the 4-year-old cycle record with them. He also set a lot of his 4-year-old records with these original blacks, which we got off eBay. No stamp on the top, and he set his 333 and 3. His 333 record was with these, some 363 records were with these, and some cycle records before he broke them at the very end of his 4-year-old year. So these are all of our early style cups. Then we have a whole set of HYs here. We've got flowers and hardly ever used pinks. Maybe Becca will use these in a tournament someday. You like pink ones, Becca? Yeah?
In the
Yeah, she likes purple and pink a lot. We still have most of 2 sets of HY blues, a full set of HY yellows, almost 2 full sets of HY oranges,
only one missing.
including the set that Michael and I set our doubles world record with just very recently. Almost 2 sets of HY greens. Michael got his first ever 7 when he with one of these sets. And then the HY reds here, which were used for a lot of Michael's best times in tournaments, including his 2.79 363 when he was 5, his 796 at the World Championships when he was 5. So these have been stacked at a lot of tournaments before. We got for Christmas one year, Michael got the Black Pro Series, YH Pro Series, and I got the Clears. We've used those in tournaments a lot. Michael's current fastest ever cycle, personal best cycle, is with these. At the very end of the 2010 World Championships, our first World Championships, we bought these at the championships, and these became Michael's favorite cups pretty quickly. He was still 4 years old. He set the 363 record, the cycle record with these. He even got an 8.75 cycle with these at home before he turned 5, which is an incredibly fast time. Even at our most recent tournament, Michael stacked his fastest ever cycle in tournament with these. His most recent one, like a 773, I think it might have been, something like that. So these are favorites of ours and have been around for a long time. We've bought a bunch of these other, these are JW purples, by the way. So we're sort of done with the HY section here. Now we're over at the JW section. We've had these the longest. We got the blues next. Some of them are broken and gone. We got reds and geckos at one of the Connorsville tournaments. John has stacked a lot of great times with these. These are some of our lightest cups and easy for smaller hands to grab. So geckos are good for that. These we got recently with the discount for Team USA. And bought a set of JW retails at a store nearby fairly recently as well. And these are our JW greens and yellows, and the special thing about these is these were stacked by Regis and Kelly when Michael was on the Regis and Kelly show, and they gave them to Michael after the show. So that's kind of fun to have those still. And of course we have a whole stack of broken and cracked cups, many of which we have more, but many of which we've already thrown out. So those are all of our sets. And I guess the one last thing I want to show you is how different some of them are. So I want to give you an example with the new JW Blues, and we'll do a full set of YH Pro Series. So here is 12 YH Pro Series and 12 new JW Blues, and look at the difference in height between those. So I am not missing a cup from this set. You can see that that's 6 and 6 right there, and 6 and 6 right there. So the difference in height is pretty remarkable. And so that's all of our sets. So John, out of all of our sets, which are your favorites?
My favorites are these oranges. These I got 1172 when I was at the third tournament.
Yeah, you got a really fast cycle with those. Michael, what about yours? What's your current favorite?
I have also a favorite one.
I like these.
Michael likes the Pro Series blacks a lot. What's your other favorites, John? John, what's your other favorites?
The JHY greens.
HY greens.
I also like the JW greens.
The JW greens are over here. You like these a lot,
Yeah, I
Michael?
like the JW greens.
Michael thinks he's pretty consistent with JW greens, so.
And also, I like these mixed stuff with the free.
Yeah.
And I also got the free 05 in them.
Gotcha. When these were mixed.
Yeah, so it was
Yep.
like three.
Yeah.
Yep.
That.
Anyway, those are all of our sets, and we'll bring some of them to Orlando. So there you go.